This is the sound of the Orchard Singers running through a quick warm-up at one of their recent rehearsals. The Shrewsbury-based singing group and its Telford sister group, the Acorn Singers, have been rehearsing some well-known carols in the run-up to Christmas to be ready for a rather special film performance. More on that later. You can probably tell that this is an amateur choir, just enjoying singing, and they are, by their own admission, also not the most youthful ensemble either. Well, that's because the group came about from a very successful bit of community outreach from Age UK, Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin. Its aims are to foster community, friendship and mental and physical well-being through group singing. I recently attended one of their Tuesday afternoon rehearsals to ask the singers and group leader Adrian Plant about the many benefits of getting together for a bit of a sing-song. Here's Adrian.
The benefits for me fall into 4 categories, if you like. The first of which is cognitive, which is really the fact that being involved in this sort of process, singing, making music, playing percussion, is so good for your brain, because we're dealing with numeracy, literacy, we're communicating, we're having a conversation. So basically your brain is multitasking. And they've done brain scans of people involved in this sort of activity, and it's like fireworks going off. So it's very good for your brain. Benefit number 2 is physical. It's actually quite a workout being part of this group. You're obviously using your voice, which is a muscle. You're using your body. It's like a gentle workout. It helps your coordination, people's balance and posture, the whole body. You're not just using your voice. It's really good for your blood pressure. The group's blood pressure, in theory, goes down. Mine tends to go up. And it's also really good physically because it is stress-busting. So all in all, it's a really good whole-body physical set of benefits. So benefit number 3 is in the emotional and sort of psychological area. Music's really good to elevate your mood. It's really good in terms of the fact that you're communicating something. You're telling a story through the song. You're in a conversation with your group members. It's good for your self-awareness. It's good for your self-esteem, and really beneficial to your confidence. So benefits number 4, broadly social. Coming together as a group, making new friends. It's a community-based process and experience. And also we have a lot of fun, and that shared sense of humour, and also shared sense of memories of music and what it means to you. So no matter your background, your previous experience, your perceived sense of musical ability, these are not barriers, and we are completely accessible in terms of physical access at the venue, and also in terms of the support you'll get from the group and the welcome that you'll get from the group. No matter where you're coming from, what stage you are, what background you have, you will be made so welcome.
Here's Harry to tell us how the group gave him back a bit of missing camaraderie.
I hadn't long retired when I joined the choir, so I was looking for something to do with my time. And I was used to having colleagues and camaraderie. When I got to the choir, I found that a few of the chaps that were in the choir were ex-servicemen, as I am. And then I worked in the NHS for a while, so I'm just used to working in teams and things. So I was looking for something the choir gave me that.
Harry's been a member of the group since pretty much the start, but even he couldn't have predicted how the community of singers would come to the fore during the COVID lockdowns.
Cast our mind back just a couple of years and we formed a Zoom choir. Nobody knew how to do it. We looked it up, we found out how to. Then each person that was having trouble getting onto Zoom, we managed to get each one on until we had a whole, 12 people Zooming. We're quite pleased with ourselves, really. And the consequence of that was that before COVID, nobody would do a solo. No, if Adrian was asking, we'd all duck behind, and I hope he's not looking at us, sort of thing. But once we were doing this Zooming and singing solos, you couldn't shut us up, really. Now he asks for somebody, no problem getting somebody to do a solo.
Harry's favourite of the carols is Silent Night, which reminds him of his time serving in Germany.
I've served about 9 years on and off in Germany, and it's a German carol. I like the story of in the First World War when the guns went silent on Christmas Eve and the German soldiers started singing, and then the English soldiers sort of joined in or la-la with it if they couldn't sing with it. But that really captures my imagination, yeah.
Linda joined the choir more recently and has found new friendship after a bereavement.
I joined just after I'd lost my partner, but I just felt so lonely. Neither of us had any family, and it was trying to fill a gap, really. And it was difficult to begin with. Some of it was a bit sentimental, and there's still one song that I won't sing, but that's all part of the group. But it's finding friends and finding motivation. And my partner was a musician as well. I'm not tuned to singing in 4 parts and all this sort of thing. So I wasn't looking for a formal choir. I was looking for something that was a sing-along, but a bit more. I feel as though I'm coming to meet friends every week. During the summer, a lot of us go, well, in fact, some people go now over for a drink afterwards, cup of tea afterwards. I tend to drive home before it gets too dark at this time of year. But there's the opportunity if you want it.
I asked Linda if her singing has improved after a couple of years with the group.
I don't know that I've blossomed as a performer. I probably sing louder and I join in more than I did. But it's also increased my confidence in other ways. When Adrian produced the new songbook, I offered to proofread it, which was, something I felt I could contribute outside of just coming along and singing and enjoying the company.
So, who are the people from Age UK that oversee the choir, and what do they make of it all?
Hello, I'm Emma Wild. I'm the Wellbeing Manager at Age UK, Shropshire, Telford and Wrekin.
I'm Claire Fishlock. I work in the Wellbeing team and I cover Telford and Shrewsbury. It's developed into not just a singing group, it's also become a companionship and a friendship group. And these guys meet, a lot of them will leave here now after the session and go for a tea and coffee, and it's the same in Acorn, but they don't just join one group, they will actually go into other groups within Age UK at their request. So it's actually given them an umbrella to find other interests. The Orchard Singers and the Acorn Singers did a collaboration in the summer at Meeting Point House on the green space. We had an Age UK stall. The 2 choirs sang together for an hour in the rain. They were that committed. And we attracted 4 new members, but also 8 people who then took up different services. So that was perfect. We always say to people, just keep in touch with us. And if I notice, because I attend my groups on a regular basis, someone hasn't been there for a couple of weeks, it's almost like a well-being call that you ring and say, hi, it's Claire, is everything okay? And actually, they really appreciate that.
But you've also got the members,
Absolutely.
like you say, who have got friendships and they're checking up on each other as well.
Yeah.
Which is, we all need someone to do that for us, don't we?
I think that's really important. We all need to be needed.
So, what can any potential future members of the group do about getting in touch?
Well, they can telephone Age UK office in Shrewsbury on 01743 233 123, or they can email us inquiries at ageukstw.org.uk, and they can just ask about the singing groups and they'll be put through to Claire.
And if you'd like to hear more from the Orchard Singers, well, the carols that they've been recording are available on YouTube. You can find them by searching Creative Conversations Christmas 2024 Sing-Along. Okay, good luck, and have a very Merry Christmas. Bye for now. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This audio feature has been brought to you through Creative Conversations, with thanks to Vibrant Shropshire and the Inclusive Communities Fund, awarded through the Heart of England Community Foundation.